Welcome, everyone, to the 2026 Charlotte Roar. We have a very special presentation today featuring the FPO final round. On Sunday, playing back at Hornets Nest, and we have on the mic with us John Holloway, one of the best announcers in the game, and you might recognize him from our skins match.
Oh, thanks a lot, Raivis. I'm excited to do this today. Excited to watch this coverage.
Well, it's great to have you here. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. We have Lindsay Maas with the lead at +8. We have Leah Tsinajinnie at +11. Kurti Gura at +11. We filmed mostly the lead card, but we did switch back and forth between the lead card and chase card today, so you're going to see coverage between the both of them. And it was just a beautiful day. It was a little chilly for these ladies at 8:30, and for myself as the tournament director, but you're used to that at MP40 as well, aren't you, John?
I'm pretty used to the cold mornings, so yes.
Well, here we go. Lindsay Maas shooting off the hole one and looking like a nice rip. Shout out to Paul Morrison, who was able to get out there and film the entire round for us.
Yeah, that definitely pushed far enough that shouldn't be too obstructed.
Hole one is going to be 253 feet, so it's a nice little warm-up hole. Leah's down there. She should be able to get the par, maybe even a birdie. Kurti Gura. She shot a pretty good round at Bradford, +7. Bradford's a very long track, 6,689 feet, so it was a pretty demanding round two. I was just happy that they came back for round three. And they're playing another 6,315-foot layout, the same layout that I think you played, right, John?
The exact same layout, and it was cold all 3 mornings, especially Bradford when we all played. It was cold, just coming off a rainy morning, so those scores do not reflect don't really tell the story on paper, if we're going to be honest about everything.
Well, par's the name of the game for hole one for these ladies. And let's talk about hole two. This is a highlight hole. Tell me a little more about this hole.
I mean, this is probably one of the most famous holes in all of disc golf. It's called the Island Hole. It's only available for play in tournament play. They don't let casual players play this hole just because too many people try to go into that pond. But here we are. Lindsay is teeing off, throwing a really nice shot, almost parking it.
She's up there on the island. Looked like almost like a mid-range. I can't verify that, but nice slow speed. She got up there. And Leah with the forehand looking really good. She's actually the highest rated player out of the 3 here, out of the whole group entirely for the FPO field at 918. Stellar player, and Kurti looked like she just got a really nasty skip off the island there.
Unlucky.
Let's see if Lindsay can get the birdie.
Nice flat putt, smashing chains.
Awesome two there. That's a highlight putt if I've ever seen one. Kurti's going to be taking a 5, unfortunately. She went out of bounds. And here we go. Leah, look at that CTP. You can't complain that.
Not at all. Leah and Lindsay are both touring pros, so they put in the work.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of work, how about this disc choice for Lindsay? Almost made it work through the woods with the turnover on hole 3. This is going to be one of the lengthier holes that they face, 541 feet. Leah's a dominantly sidearm, it looks like, and getting a little unlucky there as well. This is one of the hardest holes. What do you think, John?
I couldn't agree more. I was surprised to see Leah being left-handed to go with the sidearm. I was jealous of left-hand throwers taking a hyzer route on that left-hand backhand route, but she elected with the sidearm to go straight down, which gave her a nice chance to go up at the basket. It's a tough hole.
Even for the men, it's a tough hole. So to be able to get even a par on this is really awesome. And Lindsay was able to do it. I believe Leah's going to be taking a bogey, and we also have Kurti, who's going to be taking a bogey. And again, bogey on this hole is not even that bad. This could be a par 5 for any FPO.
No, bogey's not bad. You have to make the turn. You got to get up from the bridge all the way up the hill to the basket. It requires some good shots just to get up there for the par. Now, hole 4, you don't want to go left. And Lindsay,
I think Lindsay got your
yes,
message.
she did. She took the note well. Going left here can really bring in the fast green and put you out of bounds real quick, taking you out of the hole.
I was surprised to see this was 329 feet. Do you think it plays that long?
I do think it plays that long. You know, I see what you're saying. Going downhill brings the green a lot faster. However, if you put it up in the air and let it settle, you might want to get to the right of the basket so you have more of fairway to play with instead of that, like I was saying, that sloped fast green is going to take you out of bounds real quick on the left side.
Yeah, I think Leah might have gone out of bounds, but Lindsay played it safe enough and where she turned it enough that she's able to do this layup here. Yeah, look at that. Leah did unfortunately go out of bounds. And how about that basket placement that they had for the Queen City Classic? That was pretty cool.
That basket placement's awesome for the Queen City Classic. It's a little bit to the right of where we are now, behind this guardian tree. At first look, it looks like it might not be as difficult as this basket, because this basket's right on a slope. But when you see the out of bounds they set up for the Queen City Classic, it almost makes that approach impossible. It was really fun to watch all weekend.
Here's our first look at the chase card with Ava Lustenko. And she is starting off really hot. So we had to kind of tell Paul, hey, go give her a follow. She's at -3 at this point, John.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. -3, shooting for par at 7.
What a putt.
Unbelievable. True laser.
And now that wasn't for birdie. That was just for par, but that was a great par save for her to take her forehand, kind of finish a little right. And that was more than a tester that she was able to confidently knock down. And you saw that breath that she took. She reminds me of a player, and I'm going to ask you after maybe 1 or 2 more holes, who does she remind you of in terms of her putting form? And let's see if you can get it. All right, moving on to hole 8. This is another highlight hole. Tell me a little more about this one.
The ladies are going to have a straight shot looking about 350 feet, tunnel into the woods. This is where the Hornets Nest, in my opinion, truly begins, because it takes you into these woods, and if you are not accurate, you may never get out of these woods. Am I wrong, Raivis?
No, you can get some nasty kicks, and then you have that hillside that can cause you a lot of trouble. If you are on the right there, you're going to have some awkward lies. And honestly, for 357 feet, this could easily turn into a bogey for a lot of players. Let's see how these FPO players handle it. We're going to be watching the chase card here. Sponsored by Innova Disc Golf, Ava on hole 8 here.
I really like her taking the right side. That hyzer allows to play out on the left side. It gets flat down there, and she's going to have a level shot. It's going to be a long shot, a long putt, but she's going to give herself a chance there with that shot.
We have Ari Tim, who kind of takes a little bit of a higher approach, but she's going to be safely on the left-hand side. No way. Another one?
Are you kidding me? That's at least from middle of C2 range,
What?
maybe outside circle's edge for sure.
That
That was
I think
incredible.
that's 50
Look at this
feet, like you
replay.
said. Oh my goodness. And let's take a look at the leaderboard. We have Lindsay Maas still in first place, shooting a -2. But look at this. Ava shooting a -4 and moving up a ton of spots. And she is right on Lindsay's tail. And then we have a close one here, turning the back corner here. We have hole 9.
All right. Hole 9, it doesn't look like it, but it has a slight downward elevation. And if you can get that mid just to... Oh, it's a shame she hit that tree because that would have slid pretty close to circle's edge.
And you know she would have probably made a putt. And not saying she's not going to make it, but she just made 2 big ones. And here we go, making an appearance, Camille. She's getting down there. That's a good rip.
Oh, huge. I love the height choice. It allows that disc to really fly out.
Oh, yeah, she's way back there. If she makes this, we're going to have to go home.
Is she really lining up a putt? I love it.
She really is. She does not mess around. And
All
I
right.
love that her father's out there coaching her, giving her tips, caddying.
All right, Ari.
When you were growing up and playing sports, you know, you had your parents in the stands and things like that. But were they ever caddying? Like, is that an advantage in a sport, or is it just something that you can only get in golf?
That's a good question. I remember my mother used to sit in the stands during my baseball games just yelling, "Look alive, John," because I would stand motionless out in the outfield. I don't know if that helped or just embarrassed me, but not.
But it definitely gives you a sense of more presence, and like,
Here's
the
Leah.
tips are just gonna be there for you. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. On the 9th, we have the lead card coverage a little bit back to them. Leah with a beautiful forehand. She's really good with that touch forehand shot.
It's straight. It has a little bit of a flex. It stays level too, not too far off the ground. It's an incredible shot, Leah. And this is a great shot too, this approach. I just hitting that guardian at the end there, missing her chance to get to circle's edge.
Yeah, so Leah will get the birdie there, and she's shooting -1. So very close to what Lindsay's shooting, which she's still at -2. And Ava going to have a little trouble on hole 10, it looks like.
Yeah, she hit early. Hopefully she can find a lane to put herself under the basket and get out of there with a par.
Nice forehand by Camille here. I wish I had a serviceable forehand like that, just right through the woods.
You're always working on your forehand, Raivis.
It's forever. It's 12 years in my life here. And very good approach for Ava. She should be able to knock in the putt. And here's Ari Tim, again, the national champion. And shout out to Ari because she also placed second in the Q Series finale to Lindsay Maas. It was a very close matchup between them two. And we got some great coverage. I hope I can release that sometime soon.
Way to go, Ari and Lindsay, for taking that down.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a rare.
see that?
Yeah.
It's rare in this, but you think with a laser like that, that's the trouble you can get into, right? Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's going to be her first bogey since hole 18 of round 2, where she took actually a double at Bradford. But yeah, so she was on a roll, a lot of birdies. And again, folks, they're playing a 6,315-foot layout. This is no joke. This is hole 10 here.
Oh, she parked it with a nice forehand flex, swinging around those trees, S-curving right up to the basket. Lindsay follows her. Look at this.
Back to back.
Not a bad shot for Lindsay either. She gets to right to circle's edge, maybe a 35-footer.
And that's what Lindsay was doing the whole time during the Q Series finale. Just down the middle, played smart, made the putts when it needed to be made. A very good player.
Yeah, Lindsay always gives herself opportunities, which is what I like about her game.
Okay, so we have back-to-back holes where Ava's going to have to prove herself.
She's just finding that Hornets Nest challenge. It's very easy to hit trees dead on at the Hornets Nest.
Well, Camille said, I'll show you how it's done, Ava.
Yes, she did.
That was a great shot by Camille. I really loved the rip and the power there she had. What an outstanding upshot by Ava there.
Finding the full flight, S-ing through about 6 different trees. Really cool path.
Yeah, let's take another look here because that was she has so much maturity.
Look at that patent pending too. Unbelievable.
Yeah. So does she remind you of anybody yet? Were you able to figure that out?
Nice shot.
You were asking specifically about her putt, right?
Her putt and just the way that she plays her game, yeah.
You know, her putt, let's see right here, reminds me of an older player, actually.
Mm-hmm. Who's that?
Stevie Rico.
Stevie Rico, okay. I was going with Paige Pierce a little bit, but
Stevie Rico keeps this laser right above the basket. He always said, you know, if you keep it at the chains straight, throw it as hard as you want, you're going to hit those chains. It's just what it reminds me of.
Wow.
But Paige,
that's a great shout out to Rico there. Yeah, no, Paige, because of the, she has above her head, she's lining it up. She has a really spinny putt, very similar to Paige, in my opinion. And I just think that was an awesome par save for her, by the way, on hole 11 there. And I just want to go through a little bit of Ava's stats. Last year, she won in FPO 2 C tiers. She got third in Hub City Open, which was an A tier where she denied cash. And she placed several first place finishes in C tiers playing FA1. I mean, she is an outstanding player, and I could see why she is the future of disc golf if she keeps what she's doing.
Well, she's chasing down this lead card at Hornets Nest in a cold January morning.
Yeah.
Now, do you know the story of this tee pad here at 12?
No, I mean, that's a special tee pad because I never get to play it ever.
Well, no one got to play it for the last few years because it was only recently re-uncovered. That is an old tee pad.
No way.
Yeah, that Michael Johansson pointed out a few months ago. Bobcat Buckley went to work, cleared it out, and now we have a new short pad at the 12th hole. It's pretty cool.
I was wondering where that came from because all of a sudden we were shooting from it, and I was like, there's actual tee pad over there?
Yeah, I guess correction. It's a new old hole.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Ava. No, I mean that was my only concern is that it's a little downhill, so that's why I said check. I said check your.
Well, they're making this par 4 look really, really easy. I like this hole a lot. I think it rewards a really good tee shot, and then you have to have that great upshot too, which you should get a birdie if you have 2 good shots.
It does. It has a little bit of a downward start, which if you can get the disc in the air, you have your chance to have the disc fly real far.
What?
You can be like Ava and take down another birdie. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 395 feet all day.
She's special. Look at this. This is better form than I see most MPO players, and they're going in like they're catching on that right side. They're not.
She doesn't change her style or her stance from 15 feet to 50
Pro
feet, and
side.
that
Pro
consistency is going to win you tournaments.
Well, let's see. You said that she was pushing for that first place, and looks like you are absolutely right. She is now tied with Lindsay. And third place is Leah, only 2 strokes behind. So we have a ball game here, John.
We really do.
Here is Kurti on the 14th. Nice forehand by her.
Right down the middle, had it fall right. Leah setting up that forehand.
Yeah, if she can make this disc bend to the right, that would be something special. A lot of her discs have been moving to the left. Look at this angle.
Starts wide, but really.
Yeah, I was getting that.
Oh, those Guardians. That's what they're there for.
Mm-hmm. And then Lindsay's got one of the best turnovers in the game. I love watching her disc choices. And look at this. Just butter.
So smooth.
And a good kick.
Oh, getting the kick to the right.
Yeah, she needed that, right? Because, she just took a double bogey on 13, which was one of the harder holes on the course. Yeah. She does end up parring this. But now we got the gauntlet hole. This is an absolute challenge. I mean, even in the Queen City, they moved the pin closer for the FPO. So we didn't get the memo, unfortunately.
This is a very challenging hole for any division. I don't care if you're FPO. I don't care if you're MA4. Mm-hmm. This is a hard hole. You have to hit a gap, and then it's all uphill from there to get across a field into the green area. So you really have to throw hard if you want to get it up that hill, but having such a tight gap, when you have a tree kick with a launch, that can send you so far into the woods. As we both saw Nicholas Ansela at the Queen City Classic go pretty far right, if you remember.
I do recall that, and Lindsay wasn't too far from where he was, and she was able to get up and down really nicely, and she ends up actually bogeying that one. Leah ends up bogeying that one.
It's a hard hole.
Ava gets a par, so another one more stroke advantage for Ava, and this is where we see a little bit of a separation where Ava's going to take 2 strokes on Lindsay and 3 strokes on Leah, and then we have Kurti and Ari and Camille at the 4th, 5th, and 6th position.
Well, here we are at hole 17, 577 feet. It's a par 4. This is a full tunnel shot to begin. You have to make it to the corner to be able to give yourself a chance to get up to that target. The target is set on a plateau of a rock. It's a huge boulder. I imagine it's been here for hundreds of years, Raivis, because no one brought this rock here. It's crazy. I love this hole. It's a real equalizer. Coming in at hole 17, you can never count yourself a winner at this course until you get through hole 17.
That tee shot really makes or breaks what's going to happen. And then, of course, you have this elevated basket that is a very challenging green where if you just slightly off, it becomes a 3-putt, and then all of a sudden you're wishing it's going to be a par 5, not a par 4.
So Ava's going to try to stay straight, hold it, and have it fall left at the very end of its flight. Let's see what she does.
Pretty picture perfect drive by Ava.
Picture perfect. That's going to set her up to go straight up at the basket. Maybe be able to have a chance at a birdie. Let's see how she ends up.
And I got to give a shout out again to Ava's dad, Val, because he filmed all the coverage and almost all the rounds at the Charlotte Roar. So make sure to check out Ava's channel on YouTube. We'll put the collab link in our description, and make sure to check that out because there's full coverage with her rounds that they were able to get.
Oh, Ari. Oh, that kick is terrible. really cheated because she threw very straight, very flat. If she had missed that tree, she would have been set up. Look at this drive.
Yeah, that's where she landed her drive, folks. I mean,
That's where she landed it. So she's going to be left. She got it up to the green, and she's going to have an elevated basket. She's probably going to be right around circle's edge. Give herself a challenge, but
I want to say she almost reached 400 where she was. Wow, Ari almost throwing it in for us. Just a lot of exciting events happen here on 17.
I like how Camille played that shot. Didn't try to tease the basket, just threw it up under it. Oh, way to go, Ava. She's playing smart golf right there. You can easily run away with a high miss and give yourself another 50-foot look if you try to run that basket from that far away.
Nice spot.
Nice. Really good.
Nice spot.
Good putt by Ari there, and Ava's going to be tapping in her par, giving her a 2-stroke advantage going into the final hole.
Oh, elevated baskets. They're never over until it's in there.
Yeah, good putt there.
There you go.
Nice shot. Very good putt.
Val's giving us the face. He can't believe it. This could potentially be a historic moment where I believe she's 12. Don't quote me, but she might be 13. But a 12-year-old FPO winning her first A tier potentially if she just dials in a par here.
I mean, to be under 15 years old and have 4 under going into the 18th hole at Hornets Nest is it's a feat that not many have accomplished in their life.
That is true. And I would say Holt
Settle.
Witted is probably the only kid to match that.
Holt. Well, Ava went a little left. She did not go OB, so she's going to be able to put it up under the basket and run away with her par.
Yeah, and Lindsay at this moment bogeyed 17. So again, another advantage for Ava there.
I think the new rule is 45 seconds.
Yeah, Lindsay, had to birdie out if she wanted to catch her. So bogeying 17 is, there you go. That's not a gimme. I wouldn't say by any means because 18's basket is also elevated. So Ava just gave herself a little work to secure it, but I believe she can even 2-putt from there because she has that 2-putt cushion.
See if she can knock it down. Another deep breath. Can she do it?
All day.
Wow.
Wow.
The confidence. The resiliency. I mean, she just... I'm in awe because she's so young and she just took down the Q Series finale winner.
That would have been $600 for a pro. Ava is still amateur. She wants to play in all the amateur events, the U.S. Amateur, the Worlds. So she wants to give herself an opportunity. Oh, there's Raivis. That's why she didn't cash, though. She didn't take the cash, which is really impressive. It's really humbling, too, to have $600 offered to you, and you say, you know what, you keep it. I'd rather keep playing in the amateur status to give myself a chance at those big amateur titles.
Thank you to all my sponsors. Thank you to Innova. Thank you to Squatch. Thank you to Throw Pink, Drive Bags, GG Ratings Lab, and Fairy Headphones. Another round Greenville. Yeah. So thank you to everybody who supported me. Thank you to my amazing dad and my amazing sisters and family. And I'm just so incredibly grateful. And I definitely did not expect to make that huge of a comeback.
She didn't expect it. You heard it from her. I mean, that was incredible. That early start, that early birdies, that momentum. And then she got basically parred out in the back 9. And it helped completely to win and seal the deal at +8 for her, -4 for the tournament or for the round. Lindsay Maas +10. Leah coming in third and cashing out +11. She shot even, so she also shot a really awesome round at coming in at 956 rated, and Ava's was 994. Can you imagine that, John?
994. People spend their whole life trying to get to that 1,000 mark. She's 6 away, Raivis. Way to go, Ava. Really cool round. And Leah, nothing to frown at. An even round at Hornets Nest is, I dream of those kind of days. So really good round for Leah. It was a really good round for everybody.
Yeah, it's really fun to watch. John, thank you for being here. Thank you to our sponsors, Discmania, Grip, Disc Golf 978. Thank you to Paul Morrison, Bobcat Buckley, who also helped assist TD. We couldn't have done it without all you guys and all your support, and of course, all the players that showed up. We had almost 200 people at the Charlotte Roar, our first A-tier of the year, and we can't wait to do more coming up soon.
Oh, well, thanks for having me. Can't wait to come back.